Hello to everybody. I have the pleasure to share this broadcasting with my good friend Simon Fellus. Hello, Simon.
Hello, Fernando.
Can you pick the microphone there?
Sure.
Okay, now we have the second segment of the quarters, and Simon will present the Venice Cup.
Let's see the... No, first
Yes,
we'll
first
start
the Bermuda
the
Bowl.
Bermuda Bowl. So, after the first 16 boards, we have China leading by 13 against France. It was they move a lot of match points in this first session, 91 match points, so I guess there are a lot of swings. In the second match, Netherlands is leading by 20 against New Zealand, that qualify as in the 8th position yesterday in the round robin, really the last board. Sweden is leading by 2 against USA2, and I guess, no, which is the match we are going to broadcast? Yes, Sweden, USA2, and USA1, Bulgaria. Bulgaria is leading by 36, sorry, against the USA1. Really impressive performance by the Bulgarian team.
The most interesting match of this set is Sweden against USA2 because there are ties.
Yes, it is a tie. It's only 2 match points, which divided the two teams. So yes, 2 teams is really. But I guess it's too early for all the matches to say something because we have 6 sessions of 16 boards. So it is a long run. So let's see the Venice Cup. I guess there are some interesting results even here, where Israel is leading by 4 against Sweden, who lead the round robin with a very good run. So it is a very interesting match. England, after a bad start, is now leading by 22 against Russia.
Indonesia kicking.
Indonesia is making very good first session, with leading 62 against 18 against Poland. And China is leading by 60 against Netherlands. So really an amazing start from China. Let's see the senior, where USA2 and Japan. USA2 is leading by 9 against Japan. Australia is 55-32 against Sweden. Italy is leading by 7 against USA1. And France is leading by 61 against India. So I guess the France senior had a very good start against the Indian team. So now what we are going to broadcast? We are going to broadcast USA. Let's present the match that we are broadcasting in Vugraf. We have, let's see, USA2 against Sweden. So in the open room we have Fredrik Nystrom and Jon Hopmark. 25th and 27 in the ranking against Chip Martel and Martin Fleischer from USA2. Chip is number 64 and Martin is number 85 in the ranking. In the closed room we have Fredrik Rang and John Silvan, respectively number 60 and number 83 of the ranking. And for USA2, my very good friend Joe Grew with Brad Moss. Joe is number 119, while Brad Moss is 65 in the ranking.
I think that the position of Joe Grew is not his real play. I think that he's very strong player, and maybe after this tournament he increased the position in the ranking.
I hope so, because I met Joe Grew many years ago during the first World Championship, and he was playing with John Kraniak at the time, and I remember them as a very strong pair. Really, they won 3 World Junior Championship. They were an amazing pair in the past.
They won the transnational in Sanya 3 years ago.
The transnational in Sanya?
Yes, 3 years ago.
Maybe you're right.
They beat Alan Sontag in the final.
Probably you are right. Don't remember. Maybe you know better than me. And so I guess it will be a very interesting match. We are watching Chip Martin and Martin Fleischer. That I know Chip. He's a really amazing player, and I really like to Sambermo. Yeah. Like, well, Nistrom and Mupan, I guess.
The last partner of Chip for many, I think 30 years was Mr. Stanby Martel, developed a system and was a very famous player. So he's a very strong player.
So let's see what is going to happen in this match, in the second session of the quarterfinals, and I hope you enjoy the show. See you later.
I want to see some things. In the next match, we will have the presence of Laurent Damiani, the owner of Fanbridge, that will share the broadcasting with us. So we wait for him and hope that you will be attend of this interview.
At 5:30, the last round.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you later.
According to convention card, Fleischer and Marter from Ace King Sec should lead the ace. It's surprising because pairs playing natural leads usually lead kings, and it enables clear suit preference signal to the ace. Here East can signal nothing because the only honor is the Queen of Diamonds, which is entry of the very, very far.
Il joue la partielle dans les deux salles, donc, et à 3 trèfles, on ne voit pas de 5e levée à perdre. À moins que j'ai mal vu, mais il va certainement faire 9 plis. Et pour ce qui concerne 3 carreaux, comment ça se passe? Il y a 1, 2. C'est un peu plus pointu peut-être. Déjà, il y a la coupe à cœur directe, éventuellement.
If West would not have the Jack of Diamonds, he could make a try of underleading the ace, but with the hope that partner has the queen and declarer has the Jack in hand.
Donc on peut présumer que ça va être 3 trèfles faits, moins une de chute à 3 carreaux, un petit bénéfice pour la Suède. 2 down? Ok. So a push. No sweat. Les deux chutes sont probablement dues à une mauvaise décision à trèfle, j'imagine. Enfin, quoi qu'il en soit, la donne est égale.
So we're still in play in 2 diamonds by South on the second deal. Straightforward enough auction. East might, I suppose, have doubled 2 diamonds, but he knew that his partner either didn't have a 4-card major or was weak, or both. spades, East-West have, I think, 6 losers. In diamonds, North-South have 2 clubs, 2 hearts and a spade to lose, but it's not so easy to get to dummy.
But also, if a spade contract is played from the east hand, probably declarer will be able to establish hard before the defense can knock the club stoppers. Defense would do the best to lead against 2 spades. If it's played from west hand, it doesn't matter. They cash 2 rounds of diamonds and play clubs immediately.
Right. Declarer can declarer play 4 rounds of hearts after cashing the ace of spades, and whichever defender roughs loses a trump trick?
Yeah.
You may not even need to cash the ace of spades.
Donc ici, Fleischer s'est montré un peu plus actif que son homologue suédois. Bien que son partenaire ait passé un carreau, il lui a tout de même proposé encore une fois de jouer une partielle. Il a trouvé un fit, ça tombe bien. Car bon, son action était un petit peu marginale tout de même. Bien qu'il ait beaucoup de points d'honneur, tout ça, ça peut être dangereux de s'en mêler à nouveau, alors qu'on n'a certainement pas de contrat de manche à jouer, ce qui, si c'était le cas, ça compenserait l'éventuelle pénalité. Ici, il ne s'est rien passé de dramatique, il ne s'est pas fait contrer, il a trouvé un fit, donc on va voir s'ils arrivent à cumuler les 2 partiels cette fois-ci, à leur tour.
I think if I were looking at the east hand, I would think we had relative safety at the 2 level. The opponents rate to have 8 or 9 diamonds. We rate to have an 8 card fit somewhere.
Yeah,
We're not vulnerable. And nobody likes doubling for us for penalties at the 2 level. Of course, you and I wouldn't have this problem. We'd open a no trump and play there. They'd lead the queen of diamonds against us. We'd set up the hearts and bring it home without raising a sweat, but you can't bid 1 no trump over 2 diamonds. Good question. Let me check that up. I don't see anybody in the booths upstairs, but do we have any scores, Kiko, in the Venice Cup and Bermuda Bowl? You can see that defenders did not shift to clubs. So North can draw another round of trumps. That's the second trick in trumps for the defense, and 2 diamonds and 1 heart. Meanwhile, Declarer takes a diamond rough and dummy, pitches his club on the 4th heart. So long as he uses his entries correctly. To take a club finesse before playing on hearts. So we have a new leader. USA have taken back the lead, making part scorers in both rooms. We're in the middle of the auction on board 19, precision diamond. Since north-south are not vulnerable.
So spade slam is slightly worse than on a finesse.
Right. I think north-south may discover they're off the king of hearts and the queen of trumps, but it's not entirely clear to me whether south has limited his hand at all. I guess if he's balanced, he has to be 10 to a bad 13. Three heart, but looks a bit like a control from North's perspective.
Ça paraît difficile, vraiment très difficile d'éviter le chelem en nord-sud, considérant qu'ils ont 32 points d'honneur en tout, ce qui est beaucoup, et un fit de 8 cartes en majeur. Donc ce serait à mon sens un exploit de s'arrêter avant 6 piques.
I would not be surprised to see north-south bid the slam in the closed room if north construes the three heart bid as showing the king. But there may be some key card possibilities here, or four dimes could be an end signal
In system of Swedish pair, one hand response can be either natural or any game forcing. One no trumps shows the balanced hand, while one spade would show 4 spades and 5 or more cards in major, and 2 clubs is relay, and I think we will be able to see a long sequence.
So I think what happened in the closed room was that 3 diamonds was some kind of further relay, and 4 diamonds an end signal asking South to bid 4 hearts and North would name the final contract. It may be that 3 diamonds was asking about shape or range.
Donc pour le moment, Gros et Moss ont réussi à éviter 6 piques, ce qui est remarquable, je trouve. Ils se sont même carrément arrêtés à 4.
The Polish women played slam down, and the Italian seniors played slam down. It's a little tempting playing standard opening bids after a club, a heart, a spade. If South's shown at least 4-4 in clubs and spades, it's a little tempting for North just to drive to slam.
No slams in Bermuda Bowl, no stops in Venice Cup.
Well, the women always bid more than the men.
I think that the question is that women do not care about the queens, but men usually does.
Well, we're having trouble with our picture, but the bidding still going on in the open room.
Maybe 5 spades beats was so surprising for the operator that he lost the connection.
Donc sur la main qui est en cours, actuellement, il y a uniquement les paires américaines qui se sont arrêtées à exactement 4 piques, si je vois bien. Et nous avons encore 2 paires américaines en senior. Et si ils en font autant, on pourra penser qu'ils ont une maîtrise particulière de cette situation difficile. Car s'arrêter à 5 piques, bon, après qu'on ait appris qu'il manque la dame d'atout, par exemple, c'est très explicable, mais s'arrêter à exactement 4, ça c'est très fort.
I think I'm not sure whether this is the point you were making, but neither hand can really find out that easily about the jack of spades. Mm-hmm. Even knowing the queen of spades and the king of hearts are missing doesn't necessarily make it easier.
Yeah, that's so.
Okay, well, we have our picture back. Johann Upmark, who had shown 11-13 in the auction, I think when he jumped to 5 spades, was suggesting a non-minimum hand, perhaps. Okay, past 5 spades. Well done, as it turns out, in practice. Who cares about theory if you can gain the imps? Okay, I think we might be close to being back.
Nyström est en train d'essayer de trouver une manœuvre qui pourrait lui permettre de déterminer lequel des 2 adversaires est le plus susceptible d'être court à pique, ou long à pique, ça revient au même. Et on ne voit pas très bien ce qu'il pourrait faire dans ce sens. Donc ça va être plus ou moins pile ou face de son point de vue pour prendre les piques du bon côté. En l'occurrence, ils sont 3-2, donc ça ne joue pas, mais il est clairement en train de penser à ce qu'il devrait faire pour s'en sortir avec les atouts mal partagés, en essayant de déterminer qui les a. C'est compliqué.
What was your solution to playing trumps? Should you lead to the 9 or win the diamond in hand and run the 10? That would be my instinct, by the way. I might get the cover if I led the 10 of spades from Queen Jack 4.
Yeah, Barry, I'll try something else to try to obtain information about playing.
Yeah, sometimes when I do that, the opponent's rough in, and the information is not as valuable as I would have liked.
So I think the only information declarer can rely on is information from the first lead, if it is from short or long suit. But here 7 and 9 practically say nothing.
I suppose by playing ace of spades and a spade, if you find east with Queen Jack 4 of spades, the heart finesse is more likely to succeed. So perhaps that was why he started spades. Oh, he did lead a low spade. Okay.
Yeah, he started a low to the king and around the 10, I believe. Il y a encore un atout qui traîne, donc il ne peut pas se permettre de tabler en disant qu'il y a le roi de cœur à l'heure actuelle, mais ça va bientôt être possible, je pense. Il a assuré le coup. Raisonnablement, il aurait pu se faire couper un cœur avec le roi derrière, et c'était pas une bonne idée, a priori.
Okay, another slam. Strong club, diamond over call. I don't know whether a heart shows spades. I suspect it does. And so North showed spades and hearts, South cubed. North signed off, South used blackwood, or something like blackwood perhaps. And they settled in 6 hearts. Seven heart tricks, 3 spades and 2 clubs. You don't need the spades to break.
Auction was a tad mysterious, though.
I think one heart
what about
shows
the diamond control?
Yeah, well, maybe South showed a diamond control to stop the opponents leading it.
Possible, but they raised the suit.
South believes that if they overcalled, support it and beat it once again, they have 9.
Probably, they assumed
they are serious opponents, not joking, vulnerable,
but,
and so on. In Venice Cup, Polish pair with West hand opened 3 diamonds, vulnerable first hand, which is not a piece of beauty, but it's after this opening, North-South stopped in a game.
Not so easy.
After strong club opening, Martel and Fleischer played one no-trump overcall showing both minors.
Okay. Still a surprising choice, perhaps.
If North-South have some counter defense, maybe he can show both measures immediately.
Yes, that's certainly possible.
That wouldn't
You
be
would like to have that,
surprising,
wouldn't
yeah.
you? Or would you play two clubs and two diamonds as hearts and spades and good hands, and two hearts and two spades as non-forcing? I think I might play the minor suits as the linked major, or alternatively two clubs as Stamen and two diamonds and two hearts as transfer. Both of those make sense.
Maybe three diamonds shows 5-5 and some number of ZZs.
Good point. Have you discussed the question of Tsar points?
Yeah, we
Right.
told it at the beginning.
It's
Somehow quickly, but donc on va voir ici si Upmark a une solution pour dire j'adore les cœurs, ce qui tomberait extrêmement bien, à condition de le faire en dessous de 4 carreaux. D'ailleurs, Martel a décidé de vraiment les embêter jusqu'au bout.
Slam was not made in the other room.
Là, ça commence à devenir délicat.
six hearts went down. I can only assume that defender declarer played on 2 rounds of spades before drawing trumps, which doesn't look right to me. Can we check the play, Kiko? Yes, declarer played 2 rounds of spades before playing trumps. We can see that doesn't work. We'll have to check out whether it's right or wrong in a second. Thank you.
Et cette fois-ci, Sud n'a aucune certitude à propos du nombre de carreaux des adversaires. Il sait juste que Martel, son adversaire de gauche, en a probablement 6. Et d'ailleurs...
Wow, now that's a really big board, isn't it?
Cette donne, à mon avis, est à mettre au crédit de Chip.
.26 imp swing. 13 out instead of 13 in for the US. Well, we know what declarer did in the closed room. He ruffed the second diamond and drew 1 trump and then played king, queen of spades. I guess that line might be necessary if West had a singleton in each major. But is he more likely to have a singleton in each major or the actual shape he does?
Ok. Donc, bien joué Martel, qui a fait tout ce qu'il pouvait pour gagner la donne et qui y est parvenu.
Okay. Closed room. East opened a heart and raised one spade to 2, ending the auction on a diamond lead. Notice South didn't overcall 2 diamonds. I don't know whether this South is going to be that restrained. No, North opened the bidding in front, so it's not an issue. Now the question is whether North-South will bid to game or not. Two spades went 3 down. So one spade by South, I think, take out no major,
Yes,
preparatory to bidding diamonds.
One round forcing less than 4 spades.
Ouais, pas de fioriture. Je crois bien que Johan a dit 300 euros, et c'est ça. Il n'a pas tourné autour du pot. Voyons ce que ça va donner. Évidemment, la 4e meilleure fonctionnera à merveille ici, mais on peut supposer que ce n'est pas ce que va faire Fleischer.
If East leads hard honor and declarer guess diamonds, he has some chances.
Yes. If East guesses to lead a low heart, and his partner has 3 of them and East has Jack 3rd, then he's not going to be happy, is he? But well, sort of like declarer's chances. Shouldn't do, but after this start, can the contract be beaten?
It is unlikely the declarer will guess a diamond anyway.
Brilliant. Ace, king, queen of hearts, pitch the king of diamonds.
Emperor coupe.
I wonder whether you could
No, but
get any pressure on West
yes,
and
I
play.
think that yes. After unblock of the king of diamonds, West can be played with the fourth club, and declarer will have 3 spades, 3 clubs, 2 diamonds, and the heart trick.
Now,
Probably 8 of clubs was a suit preference to spades signal, I think.
so if he shifts to a spade, what inference can we draw from declarer's perspective about the diamond position?
East with the king second in diamonds would also probably not rely on his own tricks.
Mm-hmm. The 8 of spades is starting to isolate the spade menace.
Comment? Les deux, il y a une table qui a joué 4 piques et l'autre 5. C'est ça ta question?
Okay, declarer finesse the diamonds. Now the defense got to be pretty careful.
C'est pas très calculatif, je peux rien trouver tout seul.
I think they can they have 5 tricks in, 3 hearts, a diamond and a spade. Declarer has 2 spades, 3 clubs, 1 heart and 1 diamond.
Et Martel est certainement en train de se demander s'il doit jouer pique, qui est plutôt neutre, ou trèfle, qui enlèverait l'as du mort à côté des carreaux, mais qui est dangereux si on suppose que le déclarant a par exemple le roi valet 9. C'est pas du tout une bonne idée de jouer trèfle. Donc, malgré tout, il préfère prendre le risque de manière à faire bouger l'as de trèfle qui l'embête.
He's ducked the 5 of clubs, nicely done.
Le langage corporel de Nyström ressemble à un contrat qui chute. Ça donne quoi à l'arrivée?
So 2 down for 8 imps. Okay, 4 spades doubled the final contract here on a heart lead by South Joe Grew. A heart, 2 spades, 2-0 was a limit raise. 4 spades by North, obvious enough, and East's double. I wonder whether that was action in this context, with West leaving it in because he thought he might have trump tricks. How does 4 hearts do? Looks like there are 4 losers.
But in 4 spades, defense has 2 open diamonds. Rather quickly, or eventually to play a king of clubs and a club, maybe. But they must be careful not to play a low club in the second trick.
So they lead a heart. East is somehow a knight. No, can exit a turn, but
if you lead a heart to the first trick, like the 7, it may not be that easy to read it as no honors because the missing spots are all high in the south hand. So the 7 would be consistent with Queen 10, 7, 3, for example.
Good point, Barry. Et ça finit par juste faire, en l'occurrence. Ce serait intéressant d'avoir le jeu de la carte. Si...
What was the defense?
Okay, can we have the defense, Kiko, please?
Thank you, Barry.
Can we see the cards, please, Kiko?
So he shifted to a low diamond at trick 2.
Which looks like the best defense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Now Declarer played a low club and East did not rise with the king. So that lost to the ace.
But East did not cash the queen of diamonds. When East after king of hearts played the diamond, king and ace, and now Declarer played the club. And after ace of clubs, Wade played the diamond, but East after the trick of the 10 of diamonds did not cash the queen.
Yes, so the defense did the right thing at trick 2, the wrong thing at trick 3, and the wrong thing at trick 5. He shifted to a diamond, which was good, but didn't cash the winners. You have to say East was a bit unlucky. Ducking the king of clubs probably only matters when Declarer has the stiff queen. Partner's heart spots were unreadable. East thought his partner had the queen, and West's diamond spot was unreadable. It's the card he would have played from king 8-4 or king 8-5. So this was a bit unlucky. It's not going to be so easy to beat 4 hearts at this table, where West hasn't shown so much in the way of values, perhaps. And again, the 7 of hearts led. Having raised the suit, West leads a high card to suggest no honor, but not so easy for East to read because of South spots. Good start, by the way. I noticed for your Polish women against Indonesia,
Yes,
they've
yes,
closed
they
the gap.
recovered. Yes, they recovered 32 imps as far. So we,
In fact, most of the trailing teams are doing much better in the second set than the first set. Well, trump shift at trick 2. Now Martel had better go up with the king of clubs, so declare is in good shape. The king of diamonds shift may still give declarer some entry problems. He wins the ace, plays jack of clubs, king.
My guess would be Ship doesn't like at all what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
So he
but 4 clubs are together with 3
prefers
spades, so
King in the middle of the table.
declarer will be able to establish a trick and a club trick and enjoy it.
Okay. He's going to lose a heart, a club. He can get rid of 2 diamonds on the clubs. Question is whether the defenders can arrange a trump promotion for the 10 of spades. But the last loser goes away, declarer roughs the heart, plays the club pitching a diamond, and West is on lead and can't reach his partner. So, well defended in the closed room up to a point. Here, defense didn't make life difficult for declarer. Closed room, East-West played 5 spades. West showed a shapely 2-club opening bid, less than the appropriate high cards with a lot of playing strength. East said, how good are your spades? And apparently King, Queen, Jack, 10, 8 wasn't good enough.
Barry, do you think that and at least one pair will manage to play 7 clubs?
No. I haven't looked at the results. I would think that there would be more pairs in slam than game.
Maybe this is old-fashioned
Vastly.
old-fashioned bridge. If I have spades, either we play spades or we do not play at all, I think.
Yep. Yes. They pry the spade suit from my cold, dead hand, as Charlton Heston might have said in a slightly different context. So, one spade, two clubs, three spades showing a solid suit or a solid suit missing the ace would be nice. I don't know what you're supposed to do with the east hand on this auction, whether if you're asked to cubid, you do so.
Dans l'esprit, 3 piques veut dire je veux jouer à pique, même si tu as singleton, voire chicane, en l'occurrence son partenaire à chicane, à pique. Mais les piques sont établis, clairement. Maintenant, pas si simple d'arriver au chelem, je ne sais pas comment ils vont se débrouiller. Dans l'autre salle, Est a fait une tentative héroïque, mais son partenaire a décliné. Peut-être que ça demandait autre chose que la qualité des piques, c'est pas extrêmement clair, on va dire. Peut-être que c'était un effort global et que West a estimé qu'il avait le bas de sa range pour dire 4 piques.
When Fleischer started to write something, I thought he has written 4 spades contract in his scorecard.
So 3 spades says, do you have any aces? And 4 no trump says, no, check again. Pakistani Blackwood is apparently fairly similar according to Zia. You get to respond 5 clubs to say no aces, and 5 diamonds asks in response to that.
So, but in Poland we have also a story about pair using Gerber and Blackwood in one system, and one of them asks for club's partner, how many aces you have, and the other beats 4 no trumps. No, I will ask.
This is, slam has generally been bid here. It's funny that by opening 2 clubs you could miss it. Okay. Didn't take long. Closed room. North-south playing 1 no trump doubled after Joe Grew backed into a live auction, but
hello everybody, good afternoon. We are here with 2 great friends of this room, Giorgino and Mark there, and I leave the microphone to them.
Hi everybody, here we are to comment, I think.
Yeah, well, yes, to say what's happening.
What's happening.
Let's have a look at the Bermuda Bowl, shall we, first?
Yeah. I think we need some...
okay, here it is.
Yeah, it is. So, who starts?
You start.
I'm starting?
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll put the genius in first, right? Yes, yes. You can make the first mistake, okay? Yes, yes.
Okay. First quarter-final, France against China. Very strange pick from the French, I suppose.
Yes, maybe. But they have to pick somebody.
Yeah, they have to pick somebody, but pick China is always very, very, very there. Yes, for sure. For sure New Zealand, but not because I consider New Zealand a weaker team, but because I consider China a very tough team. They play a good bridge. They are very solid. They are probably New Zealand is more aggressive, more brilliant. More they play a different bridge. So they make a lot of mistakes and they make a lot of good board.
Yes.
At the end, they make the point.
They're much more temperamental, the Chinese players, you know.
Chinese players are very solid, never make, doesn't matter if they take the lead of the match or they are down 50. So it's a match nobody of ours like to play against China in knockout match. And this is very unusual choice. For me.
I think it may have been motivated by the fact that China didn't do so well in the round robin. They showed some signs of vulnerability.
But exactly, this is that if you are going what happened in the round robin, China starts very, very bad, and they recover,
gradually getting better and better, peaking at the right time.
Playing against China is not a comfortable situation. Of course, if you play well, if the French play well, I believe they are a stronger team, but
we'll see. Yes, I do. I do, absolutely. I mean, the next two matches at the moment, they're very close.
The next two matches are very close. And we see that New Zealand is tying against against Netherlands, that everybody consider one of the possibility possible winner of the Bermuda Bowl. Sweden against US2. This is probably the most difficult match to
predict. Yes, for sure.
There are two strong teams. What we can say, they are 50-50.
Yes.
There are no odds in this.
No
match.
Clear favourite, right?
And what about the fourth match? Were you to expect such a good start by Bulgaria?
Bulgaria is a very dangerous team. Playing against Bulgaria, I know them very well because I used to play a lot of time against them. Is a team that play a very aggressive bridge, they have good convention, not special one, but
just solid.
Solid,
yes.
And it depends. For me, the match against Bulgaria depending only from the hands. Because sometimes it could be a very, very strong team, but with other type of hands could be so and so.
I mean, I still think USA1 will turn that match around and win. So.
I mean, everybody knows how nickel team is strong in comeback. They have not the record. The second one is a million miles.
Absolutely.
Shall we look to Venice Cup?
Come on, Venice. Let's look at the women. Right.
Okay. This we start from the
top.
So Sweden. They did a fantastic round robin.
Yeah, they did. They did.
It's a young team, more or less.
Yes, I think Israel is also young.
Israel is also young. Okay, I know better the Swedish players because they used to join a lot of the event also in the United States and all around Europe. I don't know very well the Israeli team, but the history and both countries were bridges very well.
Yes, it's
played.
very strongly established. Yes,
so it could be difficult. Of course, watching the round robin is easy to say Sweden will win the match, but not clear.
Yeah, not at all clear. Yeah.
What about the second match, Mark?
Well, look, I mean, Russia started quite well, and they've lost a few points towards the end of the first session, and but now they are winning this second session by just a few imps. So there's a long way to go. They are very aggressive players, the Russians. They all play, I think, a type of precision. So if the boards are big, I think their chances will improve. But England are a very steady team, very experienced, right? So it's a tough match.
In England is always the team that nobody wants to in the lane.
Yeah, maybe, unless you beat them, right? Well, look at this other match, you see.
Yes,
because
but in the history, you know that England, he is a team that is always in the
mix. The mix, yeah.
Yes. So
but I think this other match, the next match, Indonesia-Poland, is interesting because Indonesia, they came to prominence a few years ago in the World Championships, and they started this match like whirlwinds, 62-18, and now the second session, they're doing very badly. Only one imp against 40 for Poland. I thought that looked like it was going to be a runaway, and now it's just a handful of points between them. You can't tell anything in this game. It's just too difficult.
No, the thing we can say, and was one of the argument of the meeting I did in WBF, in Indonesia, some years ago starts a project sponsored by the Indonesian state, in the Indonesian Republic, the government, and the bridge. A very good the number of the player and the quality of the player because they help directed by the state. Now something changed, but they are still, because changed the leader of the president, but they are still the moment of bridge in Indonesia is very, very interesting one. So it's not a case that the Indonesia in the lady in the last 10 years they upgrade very much.
Of course. Well, this last match, Netherlands are a very strong team, but at the moment they are struggling against China.
It's happening the same. Not in this 70-9, 9-40-1, but it's not the same.
It's a long way to. It's a long way to come back, but you can do it. You have the boards in
you have
in
the
hand.
boards. Netherlands is a very strong team, but again, China is a very, very tough country.
With such a big lead, I think they'll be hard
and
to catch.
especially in the ladies, they have very good records in the championship.
Okay, shall we see Dorsey Trophy for a while?
Yes. Let's see what these old guys are doing.
Old guys. This is a news. We plan to create a super senior.
Yes, a super senior.
Yes, because the average age of the bridge player all around the world, every year is
rising.
So now the 60 years old are the kids.
It's great for guys like me. I'm going to be able to carry on playing for another 40, 50 years.
It will be a changing from 0 to 60 to 65, and probably a category of super senior.
Yeah, right. Super seniors. Wow. So anyway, we got 3 close matches. USA2, Japan, Australia, Sweden, and Italy.
Indeed,
USA won. Italy could have been fielding, one of these old guys. What's his name? Benito somebody. Can't remember his name. And down the bottom there, well, France, who are one of the favourites, I think. I predict a final between USA2 and France.
You know
They're
anything
beating
about
India.
India team? I mean,
Well, I know a lot about
usually.
Indian bridge players. I've been to India a few times. I mean, they are very passionate in India. They have a very good infrastructure for bridge. They have a lot of wealthy sponsors. So money is not a problem. You know, this every year they have this the what's it called, HCL tournament. It's one of the richest in the world.
From 10 to 17 of September,
Yeah.
it will be
Yeah.
a very good event in Delhi.
Yes.
I played the first time last year,
Yeah.
and it's very, very well organized, very good event.
are you
Good.
playing there?
Yeah.
I'm going
Anyway.
also this year.
It's time for us to let them have a look at some of the
Or
bridge hands
can we
now.
just have a look to the lineup of this match?
Ooh,
just-
very tricky, very tricky. You're asking a lot.
No, because
No, I don't think we can. Or maybe we can.
Okay,
Yes, we
okay.
can. Maybe we
Now
can.
we can-
Just very. Oh no, maybe we can't. No.
No,
Ah, there we
here.
go. Yes, okay.
Can you say something about these 8 players? But in a quick way.
In a quick way. Well, I can tell you that 3 of them, 4 of them wear glass, 5 of them wear glasses. Right, okay, so there we are, that's not so bad. Right, I mean, look, there's some real quality there.
Yeah.
Chip Martel, he must be at least 150 years old now. He's been playing for so long. Right, do you know where you find Chip in the mornings? He's in the gymnasium riding a bicycle.
Really?
Yeah, he likes to stay very fit, during the tournaments, yeah. So,
It's a very good match. I mean, very
This is very good,
match.
very
yeah.
interesting.
These are tough players.
Yeah.
Right? This will go down to the wire, believe me. We'll be looking at the last board tomorrow,
Yeah.
and we won't know who's going to win. So,
And we hope you will be here tomorrow, both of you, to comment the last boards
if I'm still
of this
alive,
match.
I'll be here. Don't you worry. Right? Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Giorgino.
Bye, everybody.
I was expecting if 5 clubs asked for the Queen of Trumps, that North would bid 5 spades to show the King of Spades and the Queen of Diamonds. I'm not sure what 5 no trump shows, assuming 5 clubs asked for the Trump Queen.
That's the system.
Looks like 2 diamonds and 3 diamonds together show 5 plus hearts and 4 plus diamonds.
On peut voir sur le petit papier à l'écran là, que la distribution au-dessus est connue.
And void in clubs.
Il est question
It's
de
really-
3, 5, 5, 0. Il l'a souligné, donc ça semble être le fruit de ce début de séquence.
Now we could see how he supported his memory, counting the steps on the fingers.
Don't we all do that? Sometimes we do it below the table,
Yeah.
of course, but
C'est un peu émouvant, mais d'un autre côté, c'est cher. Hein. Donc il vaut mieux pas se tromper.
With the eye movement.
When I used to play a relay system, the best way that I could work out what it was I was supposed to show was to arrange my suits as I bid into the order in which I'd shown them. That was a trick taught to me by Dorothy Truscott.
Fast space was a fast beat, so probably it means, partner, I do not have the card you expect me.
I imagine he was looking for the King of Hearts at this point. If that were the case, well bid.
Pas d'accident, très bien.
Both pair use the relay systems. Can we count which sequence was longer?
It was the same, wasn't it? Each of them made 6 bids. Each player.
So no reward for the beauty of the bidding sequence.
Right. Edgar Kaplan made the argument that you should lose a fraction of an imp for every call you made. The faster you got to a contract, the better return you should get on it. And I'm sure that in the world of game contracts, the shorter the auction, the more likely you are to make it, the less information you give away.
Comme prévisible, le jeu de la carte était beaucoup plus rapide que la séquence, donc donne suivante.
Took a lot less time to play than to bid.
I think we will have one more competition of relays.
Right.
Et encore une main de Schlem et de décision tendue. On peut jouer 6 ou 7, encore une fois.
This time with the spade weakness, I guess You want to play 6-no from north?
Oh, I think 7, because
7?
if you combine the chances in hearts,
you're right.
clubs, and diamonds, in practice the contract is slightly worse than 68% of spades 3-2.
If you know they're going to be in slam in the other room, and this time I really believe nobody's going to miss slam. They might play part score by passing a forcing bid, but they won't play game. If you believe that, then you want to be in slam. I think if it's 60% or better, and this one is probably a fraction worse but better than 50. In other words, it's a toss-up. But if North finds out that his partner has an opening bid with 6 spades to the ace-king and the queen of clubs, he might just bid the grand slam anyway. Let's see what happened in the other room where they stopped in 6 spades. South presumably showed his distribution, key card sequence, 6 hearts sounded like a grand slam try relating to 3rd round heart control.
To the queen of hearts probably, but
yeah.
Queen of clubs was
almost as good.
Almost as good, yes.
Not an easy hand to bid scientifically. We've already established that it's a toss-up whether you want to be in the slam or not.
Seven spades is better than 7-no, because you can rough a heart, so you have additional chance of the queen 13 hearts. After you can test the clubs, and eventually you have diamond finesse or squeeze in the ending.
But on a diamond lead, you might have to commit yourself initially.
Yeah.
So 7 spades by North is the contract we expect everyone to reach here. This is a good hand for the Tsar point methods, I guess, if you can find out about the ace and king and 2 queens. See what's going on in our other matches while we wait. In the women's series, 2 pretty close matches, Indonesia, Poland, and Sweden, Israel. Good start for England against Russia and for China against Netherlands. In the seniors, only France with a real lead of any sort. And then in our Bermuda Bowl matches, all of them relatively close, fewer than 20 imps. So you tell me that you know the system well, Marek. Any thoughts about 5 spades? Whatever it was, it got north to bid 7 spades.
Probably 5 spades specified the number of SAR points.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what did he shown at the point that they got to 4 clubs? Okay. So what sequence of play should one follow? Draw trumps in 3 rounds, pitching a diamond. Club to dummy, king of hearts, rougher hearts.
King of clubs, club to the queen. To check if they're...
Right. You have to pick up, you have to also be, if the jack or 10 of clubs appears on the first round, it might divert you a little.
Yeah.
The opening league also has created some alternate wrong choice.
You're right.
Because it's not that often you underlead a queen against a ground, and say Martel contributes 10 on the lead and 9 after that, perhaps a roughing finesse is envisageable, isn't it?
Yes, but declarer, of course, can test the clubs perhaps before coming to that conclusion. So even if he might go wrong were clubs not 3-3, I suspect that won't happen here.
But if clubs do not split and 4 clubs are at West hand, you can some also squeeze possibilities.
No, for sure, this is a non-trivial problem. But Declarer has simply gone for the option of roughing out the hearts to begin with. Okay. So Declarer followed the straight. Oh, wow. A third slam in a row.
Yeah.
Not such a good one this time. Lots of bidding from North, who might just have raised 3 hearts to 4. He was a passed hand. Four trumps. I'm guessing that North's 5 no trump response started to show queens when you have 2 aces. That would be my guess. And basically a no play contract. It certainly looks like an opportunity for Sweden to gain. If East Marty Fleischer is more likely to open 4 diamonds than he is to open 3 diamonds. I would guess 4 diamonds, 5 diamonds, and 3 diamonds would be his order of preempting on this hand. Okay, now let's see how much.
Yeah.
There you go. Marty once tried under preempting, and he discovered he didn't like it. He hasn't tried it again since.
But Barry, I remember you told that Marty has to preempt at least 2 times in each session, so it's the first preempt. So
he has to make up for lost time. After 4 diamonds, 4 hearts, most people, if they were not playing with Marty Fleischer, would bid 5 diamonds as West. But I'm not sure that Martel will. I think he will. If he does bid 5 diamonds, it's not so obvious for North to bid on as opposed to doubling. Yeah, as I say, Chip Martel has seen a lot more of Marty's preempts than I have, and I've seen enough to know not to trust them. Live by the sword. So I think we'll have a new leader at the end of this board. France have almost caught China in the Bermuda Bowl, and a normal result here. Everybody else, in fact, except our table, played game or got 500 penalty. That was fast. Sweden lead by 7. Closed room. Natural club, weak 2 hearts, jump to game from East. After a spade lead, will declarer get the spades right? I expect so. It looks like 11 tricks, doesn't it, if you get the spades right? A breather board. Time to go to the bathroom. Get your cup of coffee. One diamond shows hearts. One no trump shows 18-19. Two diamonds, a retransfer. A little unlucky for the US. I think game played by West is probably superior. If North leads a diamond as he might, it may not matter about the overtrick. Not such an easy hand to play, is it? You might need a spade ruff in your hand for the 10th trick. I suppose you could win the ace of clubs, play ace of diamonds, ruff a diamond, play a trump, win the club return, ruff a diamond, draw the last trump and play the 4th diamond, still have a club entry for the 5th diamond. I think you need to win the ace of clubs at the first trick perhaps to do that, to keep all the entries intact. So I'm a little surprised that Declarer didn't try to rough out the diamonds. So at this point, I think Upmark knows that West has a doubleton spade and 3 clubs, and his 1 no-trump response denied 4 hearts. So his shape has to be 2-3-5-3. Defenders can't take any more spade tricks or club tricks. Can they somehow weaken his trump holding? It's very unlikely, because Declarer's line of play was one that was set out to take a spade rough. So if you play a 3rd spade, you're just doing, in a sense, what he was trying to do. But is anything else better? Okay, so Declarer can claim, he can rough the last spade no matter what the defenders do. And I'm sorry, I missed that 4 hearts had gone down in the closed room. Let's go back and look at the play. Maybe Declarer went up with the king of spades at the first trick. He got a club lead at trick 1, and he won it in hand and took a heart finesse, and the defenders played back a heart. And now Declarer tried to rough out the diamonds and played a spade to the king, and the defenders won and played another trump, and Declarer, because he blocked the clubs at the first trick, didn't have enough interest to set up the diamonds. So it was a very sloppy
but he
play.
could also unblock in trumps, because he has 7 of hearts in the hand.
Yes. Okay. We will award Mr. Rang a black mark and the USA2 team 12 imps and move on. Closed room, 3 no trumps on a heart lead by South. Lots of work to do. Trick 2, declare a 1, let a diamond to the jack, and then a diamond back to the 10. So he's set up 4 diamond tricks, 3 clubs, 2 hearts, and a spade for 10 tricks. It was important to play on diamonds before clubs, and declare guessed the diamond suit very well.
Two diamonds response in system of Gru and Moss shows either transfer to hearts or game forcing with both minors, and I imagine there's two spades was some kind of super acceptance, and
maybe
three spades,
the only super acceptance I
three
expect.
spades has shown both diamonds with spade shortness.
Right. Right. Now, declarer's play on this hand, as we said, was to lead a diamond to the jack, and I wonder whether he did this just from table presence. You play a diamond to the 8, defense are not so badly placed. The 9 of spades probably becomes critical for declarer's chances.
After heart lead, you can lose 2 diamond tricks, but after a spade lead, which probably will be made on this table, it's more complicated.
Yes. Absolutely.
Anyway, if they will manage diamond contract, probably they will lose only two trump tricks in 5 diamonds.
I think North in this room has shown his pattern as well, and South must be worried that facing a small singleton in spades, 3 no trumps would not be a good contract. I think North can bid 3 no trumps now. And 3 no trumps here presumably says no interest in any other contract, doesn't guarantee a spade card.
Donc Nord, Nyström a montré la courte à pique, s'est fait contrer par Fleischer, et le fait qu'il dise 300 atouts ensuite indique que son singleton à pique est gros. Donc Upmark ne craint pas d'être à 300 atouts avec As-9 de 2 à pique en face du 3, quand apparemment l'adversaire de droite en a 5, voire plus.
I suppose declarer doesn't have to win the first spade, but it certainly feels quite logical to play a diamond to the 8 and not a diamond to the jack.
It's 2 against 1, right?
Yeah.
And also there's another danger if the declarer can check clubs, because if clubs behave, he has 9 top tricks.
If East has at least 4 spades, I think you can play 1 round of diamonds first, can't you? Because the defenders can't cash 4 spades and a diamond at you. So I think you're supposed to test diamonds now.
So maybe the best play is to take spade immediately and to play the diamond to the jack.
As opposed to a diamond to the 8. I need to be convinced.
Donc tout tourne en fait autour de ce que le déclarant va décider à propos de la situation des carreaux. A priori, on a tendance à jouer carreau pour le 8 parce que c'est roi 9 ou dame 9 placé, alors que carreau pour le valet, c'est roi dame. C'est donc 2 cas contre 1. Globalement.
And notice that at every other table, the lead was the queen or jack of hearts. Really, not surprisingly. This was East's one opportunity for an active player who hates to pass throughout.
I wonder if West with 4 small spades and Queen Jack 10 4 in hearts would lead a heart or disciplined spade?
Good question. Again, West knows that East likes to get into these auctions when he has nothing in hearts. He'll double spades on a 4th type holding.
I will check the leads of Martin Fleischer, because I wonder if declarer knows, because if he thinks that spades are 5-3, in practice his best chance is to check the clubs and after play a diamond to the jack.
Mm-hmm.
Oui, Marek souligne qu'en fait la distribution des piques a beaucoup d'importance parce que si on suppose qu'Est en a 5, à ce moment-là, on ne peut pas se permettre de perdre la main à carreau, du tout. Et on est donc contraint de jouer pour roi dame placé, bien que ce soit inférieur si on prend la couleur isolément.
It's not clear. I think it's because they differ the position in partner suit and not in partner suit. So I think in partner suit they lead, which is the case, they lead the lowest from the third and the from 4th honor.
Yes, when partner has doubled a suit, I guess it's not clear how much that constitutes partner's suit.
Particularly if you play with a Fleischer who likes to be active in the bidding, as you mentioned.
So declarer ducked the 3rd spade, hoping that West would have no more spades to lead. West inferred what the location of the spade suit was and shifted to the queen of hearts. And declarer still has to guess diamonds, I think, to make.
No, but I think that that the fact maybe that West maybe West had only 3 spades, because if West did not continue a spade, would not continue spade earlier, it would be a clue to play a diamond to the jack. But now it's not.
France have moved in front against China in the Bermuda Bowl. Netherlands and New Zealand is all tied up. This match is all tied up. USA, Bulgaria, just 17 in it. In the Venice Cup, 2 close matches, and England leading Russia, China leading Netherlands. In the seniors, only France with a big lead. Not whether the 7 of diamonds is a significant spot or not. From declarer's perspective, it's consistent with King 9-7 or Queen 9-7. Declarer's problem is that he doesn't have an entry back to hand other than the King of Clubs, and he can't test clubs and then fall back on diamonds. I wonder whether that means that going back to the second trick, Marek, that maybe declarer should have won the ace of spades at the second trick, blocking the suit if it was on a third, and then playing a diamond while he still had heart entries back to hand to test clubs, and then, well done, well done. That was a very well guessed play.
No, when the spades are not cleared, he also can fall back on clubs if the diamond loses.
Yeah.
So it's slightly different, maybe. Don't know. In any case, well done indeed.
Okay, 2 boards to go. USA by 6, closed room, north-south. Played 2 clubs. A natural club opening. I don't know whether the double of 1 heart suggested or promised 4 spades or denied them. South guessed to rebid clubs and finished in a playable spot. So 2 diamonds, natural and non-forcing. Balancing double by West. And over 2 spades, you might expect North to come again with 3 diamonds. Wow. Okay. You might well misguessed the Queen of Hearts on this hand, on a club lead, I think. You might win King of Hearts and finesse in hearts. That would not go well for
Yes,
you.
but I think we can expect the South will lead the Jack of Diamonds, and after the King, North will start with the Jack of Clubs.
Well,
And now I'm not...
King of Clubs lead, as it turns out, blocks the clubs. You can get a ruff, but it's with a trump trick. You might still recover, I guess. I think the defenders can probably arrange to take their trumps separately. For declarer to make this, he might have to guess the hearts, which is by no means obvious, because if the Queen of Hearts doesn't fall, you're not at all well placed if you play King Ace of Hearts. I'm not sure I can see a good reason for getting the hearts right, except for the fact that that's what works at the table.
I think if now declarer will play a spade and South after the Queen of Spades will play the Jack of Diamonds, the problem of guessing the Queen of Hearts can be slightly solved by counting of the points of the South because he will show 12 and then he didn't open one no trump, which they play 14-16.
Good point. Will he have time to do everything he wants?
So if now declarer play a spade, South takes the queen, cashes the Queen of Clubs, and plays diamond, what seems to be natural.
Okay, so you go up with the ace. Is it enough to guess the hearts now? Because can't North ruff in and cash a diamond.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello, Carlotta, hello, everybody.
So we have to say that those matches are very interesting. They're very tight.
Yeah. Oh, in the Bermuda Bowl, for example, that Sandra is going to show us now. Exactly, there was just one match. Is not very tight, and it was the last one. But now we can say that is tie also the one 24 points after. Two segments are really not different. All the other matches, as you can see, France is just 10 points ahead of China.
New Zealand is doing an amazing job against the Netherlands.
Against the Netherlands, doing an amazing job, yes. And US2 and Sweden are very tight.
It's like nothing happened.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, a lot happened, but nothing happened.
A lot happened because if you count all the match points,
it's really, a lot of match points.
It's a lot.
But the difference is nothing.
The difference is nothing. 24 points in the last match. US won Bulgaria is the maximum difference we have. But you know, Carlotta, this is just.
But it's like crazy because they had a lot of swing, a lot of 14-13, and yet just 7 points.
At the end. Of this match will be just at 1/3 of the way.
Yeah.
So it's really too early to make any forecast.
Yeah. Let's see in the Venice Cup. I have to say that I'm really surprised because the first match is really tight. Were you expecting it?
Yes, I must say I expected it, not because I know that Sweden has shown to be a fantastic team, but Israel is improving in all the categories in bridge. They are big fighters, all the Israelis that you know maybe better than I.
Yeah, they're amazing.
They are and always big fighters.
Yeah.
Well,
here we have two matches that are quite far away, one from each other. Like England is beating Russia,
and the fourth. Yeah, Russia is losing by England of 54 points. But England, you know, it's a new team compared to.
But it's a strong team as
always. But still, you see, it surprised me a lot, Carlotta, the fact that France was out of this, because in many nations like England, France, they have a great tradition in ladies team. So it's very strange that France is not in this. Anyway, England is, but Russia has of course all the time to recover. All the time to recover.
Poland and Indonesia are really tight.
Yes, even if you see, as you can see, Indonesia started very well.
Very well.
At the end of the first round, the segment, we were 6-18.
Yeah.
Now in Indonesia, Poland is recovering. They're winning by 35 the second segment, and now they are very close. For Netherlands, what do you think? For Netherlands, how is the situation?
I think it's a tough situation.
Is it tough?
Because like they lost both matches, but well, they're winning now. But I don't know. It's like they lost a lot in the first match.
But you see, Carlotta, also here in the second segment, China scored just 5 points. In the first, they scored 5 points, and so. We cannot say that not even this match is over. No one match, no England.
None of the matches are over.
No.
Let's see at the Dorsey Trophy. Here we go.
Here we go, and again the last match.
Yeah, it's the only one.
Match is but in this case, I think that it's not close. Of course, it's not finished. But France is really stronger, more experienced, more good players, more strong team than India.
All the other matches are really tight. Look at Italy, USA. 3 points.
Italy was winning by 13 after 3 boards ago, but they took two bad decision, and now USA1 is just leading by 3. So there is really nothing to say about who is going to win.
No, it's impossible.
We should have some other virtue.
Exactly. Psychic virtues.
Yeah, but we don't. I don't know about you.
So in the last board of the Bermuda Bowl, Sweden against USA, USA2 is actually now leading by 11 points. I guess we had a kind of swing, and so now they're leading by 11 points after the last hand. So
this is a match that I hope they will keep on Viewgraph. I don't know if they will.
It's so interesting.
It's a very interesting match.
Yeah. Okay.
Shall we give the line to not the commentators?
No, we will come back in a while with the new match and some guests. So we'll see you in a while. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.